My next guest takes on Jimmie Rivera at UFC 228 on September 8th. It is John Dodson joining me here on the program. John, how are you?
I'm doing good. How are you, man?
I'm doing very well. I appreciate you taking the time. Where am I getting you right now? That looks like a pretty nice background you got there.
It's my backyard.
Oh, is it? Oh, nice. We just obviously had a big fight this past weekend, and I know it pertains to you in a way because you fought the guy twice, and Demetrious Johnson loses his title to Henry Cejudo. Did you expect that fight to play out that way, or were you expecting DJ to retain the title?
Well, I expected DJ to retain the title because I went to a concert to go watch it. I already figured who I thought was going to win. I thought TJ was going to go ahead and beat Cody, and DJ was going to go ahead and beat Henry. And then we're at the concert, we're sitting there chilling, and my phone's blowing up. I was like, "What are you guys doing?" And they're like, "DJ just lost. You can take the title." I was like, "I don't even fight in that weight class anymore."
Okay. Did you end up watching the fight again? Like, because it was a close fight. Some people felt like DJ did enough to win.
Well, in my opinion, if you want to beat the champion, you have to beat the champion. And Henry really didn't really go out there and beat the champion. Like, you can't just edge out by numbers, just sit there and see if you won a certain round. You got to take down, and you held them down, and you want to cuddle them to death. Cuddling people to death doesn't really play in my forte. So if that works for him, kudos. I mean, if that's all I needed to do to beat JJ, I would have just, had like a slumber fest the whole time.
Fair enough. I like that assessment. Let's talk about you, though. Coming off a big win over Pedro Munoz at UFC 222. I know it was a split decision. Was there ever a moment going through your head during the judges' scorecards where you're like, damn it, not again? Am I going to get robbed here?
No, if I did, that was going to be like a heartbreak for me because of the fact that I sat there, punished the man, even though he walking forward into punches doesn't mean you're winning a round. You're still eating a lot of shots just because you're being aggressive going forward. It means that you're just too stupid to block. You're too stupid to move side to side, and he's telling everybody that if I fought him the way that he fought Brett Johns this last on that same card, that he would have knocked me out. If we recall the last minute of our fight, I stood toe-to-toe with him, and I dropped him pretty easily. Swayed his head. He swayed. But at any point in time of that fight, I didn't have any real concerns or major concerns about getting screwed by the judges. I knew that they're going to make the right call because he's just getting beat up too much.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. It was definitely the right call. So you're taking on Jimmie Rivera. How did this matchup come together? Was this a fight you wanted? I know he pretty much said after his last fight, losing to Moraes, he's like, get me a top opponent, and here we are with this matchup.
Well, I was surprised that he actually finally said yes. I've been begging to fight Jimmie Rivera for so long, and he's gone on social media, on whole different other platforms to sit there and tell everybody how I'm such a boring fighter. Like, to make that type of assessment on me when I have more knockouts and more finishes than he has in his whole career, it's kind of hard to say that to me. Like, I'm not a boring fighter. I will try to be interesting. I will always sit there and look for the finish, and if not, I'm doing something spectacular inside the octagon. Jimmie Rivera has been dodging me, ducking me ever since he had the opportunity to, and I'm finally glad that I get the chance to punch him in the face.
And how do you feel like you match up against him in this fight?
I'm going to be way faster than him. He gets little T-Rex arms, and my arms are going to be way longer than his, and I'm going to hit harder than him.
Is there a little bit of personal beef heading into this fight, just with the fact, like you said, he turned down fights with you in the past, and you finally get to fight him now? It's kind of like, hey, where were you, a while ago?
Well, the only personal beef I have with him is that he's telling everybody that I'm a boring fighter, that I don't entertain the crowd. So I want to see how well I can go ahead and persuade him otherwise. I want to show him how entertaining I am when he's flat on his back.
Okay, I like that. And obviously come from a great camp at Jackson Wink. Who have been some of your main training partners for this camp?
I've had a lot of training partners. Ray Borg's been helping me out. He's been having that baby weight on him. So if you don't know what baby weight means, he's just a little thicker. I've had a bunch of other training partners with Jafari Veneer, Rodney, Nick Gonzalez, and a few other fighters that have been helping me who have the same type of style as Jimmie Rivera, but are a lot better than him.
Okay, that's great. I know in the past you've done a lot of training with Nick Urso. I know he opened up his gym. Did you work with him at all this camp, or was he just too busy?
He's too busy. He's living that, financial, he has to go ahead and handle his business. He wants to run it, open up a gym. So I'm excited for him to open up that new Jackson's Academy so that he can go ahead and further his teaching abilities, and then one day become back to him and step back into the octagon one of these days.
Yeah, I agree. He was on the cusp there. He almost made the UFC. He was at the shot on Contender Series, but as we've seen before, fighters can lose on Contender Series and then get a fight or two and then they get signed. So it's I think he was right on the cusp there of a UFC contract.
Me too. If he goes back into it, I know he'll be in the UFC and challenge for that title at 125 soon. So
There you go. How's the weight cut going for you? I know 35 is a lot better than 25. How's that cut going for you?
That's pretty much the same for 35 to 25 now because the 10 pounds that I gained to go move up a weight class, I gained that in actual muscle. So now it's the exact same type of cut going down to 25 to 35s, and it still sucks.
How do you see this fight unfolding coming up here on September 8th?
The simplest way I can put it, like we touch gloves, I continue to hit him, and he falls down, and then I get my hand raised. I know it sounds like a generic term, but the way that it is, I'm gonna move faster than he is. I'm gonna hit harder than he does, and when he tries to take me down, I'm just gonna sit there and laugh.
The bantamweight division's a mess right now. We've seen this at the very top. You know, there's guys like yourself and Jimmie and Marlon Moraes, Rafael Assunção. I mean, there's a ton of contenders next. Dominick Cruz. Is there any thoughts of going back down to 25? I would think a faster shot to a title would be going down to 25 now that DJ's not the champ. Is that ever an option for you at this point?
It sounds nice, and it's always a good idea to be thinking about it. But I don't want to have to go back down to a weight class because of the fact that the guy that beat me twice vacated the title. And that's not for, I don't want to take the easy route. I don't want to take the hard route. So I'm going to stay at 35s, and I want to go ahead and beat up the guy that I've already demolished. He's so quick to talk crap to Cody, to Dominic, and all these other people. But the person that hasn't said a word to was me. So I have to go out there and make sure that he knows that I'm still around and I can go ahead and make a splash this division. I know Dominick Cruz is trying to itch for that title shot. Same thing with Rafael Assunção, since that's going to be a trilogy fight for those two, for TJ and Rafael Assunção. And then you also have Marlon Moraes, who I thought I beat, knocking on that door too.
I like that. You watching any Netflix or playing any video games right now during training camp?
I'm playing Smite right now. Like, they got rid of Paragon, so I've been trying to cross over to a different MLBA, so we'll see how it goes. Oh, yeah, right now I've been playing that. I just play as the hunter on that, so everybody gets all mad because long-range attacks help out a lot better.
Okay, good stuff. Did any of your teammates play with you at all? You ever do the multiplayer thing?
I do multiplayer, but we mostly been playing Fortnite on that. Like, Jesse Tafoya always helps me out on Fortnite. We've just been killing it. A lot of people are just getting mad because I have a bunch of free runners that play with me as well, so they crack me up on it.
Good stuff. Is pro wrestling something you'd ever consider after your career's done? We've seen so many fighters make that transition. You know, Matt Riddle just signed with the WWE. We have Ronda Rousey over there. Is that something that would ever interest you?
I actually did pro wrestling.
Okay.
While I was in college and stuff. I would love to go ahead and do it and entertain that fact again, but in all honesty, I'd rather be in movies. I'd rather do some stunts. That sounds way funner for me to go ahead and go do it. Go see myself on TV and I can show my kids what I do versus being a live action soap opera star. It's hard for me.
Were you a big pro wrestling fan growing up?
Of course. I like
Okay.
Rey Mysterio, Ultimo Dragon. Man, those are my dudes.
Yeah. Did you ever go back and watch the WWE Network and see the old tapes and stuff? Because it's cool. They're bringing all that back now. It seems like it.
I was like, I'm ready to watch the first TLC match.
Yeah, exactly. I know it's cool to see it. Just because you have it on demand now with the WWE Network, so it's super convenient, right? So.
Yeah, that works. Shoot, I'll actually have to go look that back.
And I mentioned Netflix. Like, if I logged onto your account right now, what would it say under continue watching?
Oh, a whole lot of anime.
Oh yeah, nice. Okay.
Yeah, I watch a lot of anime, so I watch Hulu and Netflix continuously, but me and my wife just finished up 13 Reasons Why. She's watching This Is Us. We're just finding different shows what we watch. I watch a bunch of random like animes like Seven Deadly Sins, Fate Zero. I'm that dude.
No, well, there's one of your teammates, Jordan Wright. He's big into anime. Do you guys ever compare notes or maybe find
We
good series or
do.
anything?
We have been, and he's saying some really bold words that are real fighting words right now. He's saying My Hero Academia is better than Dragon Ball Z, and I almost kicked him in the balls.
Good stuff. Well, certainly looking forward to you flying some fists here on September 8th. It's UFC 228. John, I want to thank you so much for taking the time, man. It was really good talking to you. Just remind people where they can find you on social media, and if you have any sponsors or shout-outs, the floor is yours, man.
Man, you guys know where you guys can find me. Look at John Dodson at John Dodson MMA on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Look up John Dodson. If you guys don't know already, I own a company called Ninja Branding. Go support all your local free runners and any free runners out there. We're trying to help them out like we were like Mask and everybody else helped me out.